Under the dim, flickering light of a street lamp, a woman clutches her coat tightly around her shoulders as she hurries home through a shadowy alleyway. With each step, the echo of her heels on the wet pavement mirrors the rapid beating of her heart. She glances over her shoulder, the uneasy feeling of being watched gnawing at her insides. Behind her, hidden in the darkness, a figure moves silently, almost blending into the night. His face remains hidden beneath the brim of a worn hat, his eyes following her every move. This is the Shadow Stalker, a predator hunting in the urban jungle. As she rounds a corner, the alley opens up to an abandoned building. Tarnished metal doors hang off hinges, and shattered windows gape like the empty eye sockets of a skull. The woman's breath catches in her throat as she senses the presence closing in. She quickens her pace, but the stalker matches her speed, his footsteps silent as death. Inside the building, tall shadows stretch across the decaying walls. The woman ducks into the labyrinth of hallways and rooms, hoping to lose her pursuer in the maze. The air is thick with the scent of mold and decay, each inhalation like sandpaper against her lungs. Unsettling close-ups capture her trembling hands and tear-filled eyes as she realizes there's no escape. The camera shifts to the dense forest outside the city, where another scene unfolds. A young jogger navigates the winding trails, music blaring in her ears. She remains oblivious to the presence that flits between the trees, following her movements with predatory precision. The forest is silent save for the distant hoot of an owl, adding to the eerie atmosphere. The jogger stops for a moment, sensing something amiss. Her breath is visible in the cold air, her eyes searching the darkness. Then she spots a movement in her peripheral vision and breaks into a sprint. The chase through the dense, moonlit forest is a ballet of shadows and light, each footfall muffled by layers of fallen leaves. In a final scene, we return to the city. A young woman, walking home late at night, pauses by a store window to check her reflection. The camera captures her unease as she catches a glimpse of the stalker's reflection behind her, only to turn and find nothing there. The tension builds as she hurries through the empty streets, the sense of impending doom growing with every moment. In the climax, she reaches her apartment building, fumbling with her keys as the shadows close in. The door slams shut and the screen goes black. The chilling silence is broken only by the sound of her sobs echoing in the darkness. The Shadow Stalker remains unseen, but his presence is felt, leaving the audience with a lingering sense of dread and the unsettling realization that he could be anywhere, watching, waiting.